guys. Clover was playing, and I thought I would grab her to show you guys how big she's getting. Look. Look. See that? What's that? She's a rescue. But we think she has some bangle in her. She's all right. She wants to play on her terms. All right, so we'll wait for everybody to come on, and then we'll get started. I'm going to pin my shopping link right there in the comments. Close my door so no kitty disturbs us. Hi guys, happy August. Can you believe it's August already? It's so crazy. I feel like this year is just flying. I saw this thing, yeah, she's camera shy. I saw this thing the other day. It was like, this year's gone. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. I was like, that's so true. Yay! Where's your sunglasses? So I washed my hair. I always like to kind of like push it up while it's drying so I get like that volume. But anywho, I hope you guys are all having a good start to your new month. New month, new deals, like I said in the caption. So this month's new deals, I'm so excited because two of my absolute favorite products are back in stock. I'm so excited. Yay, it's your birthday month, the best. My shirt says Easy Tiger. Easy Tiger. I actually have a really fun try on with Pink Fox Boutique. If you haven't seen her boutique yet, oh my gosh, so much cute stuff. So I have a try on with her after my makeup tutorial. So make sure that you are tuning in a little bit so you can see that. But like I was saying, I'm so excited for this month because one, convention is in a few days, which we'll be announcing new products. And what else was I going to say? And the new Kudos launched today. So they were supposed to launch it yesterday, but there was like some technical difficulties. But it ended up working out because they extended the sale from July to yesterday. So I know a lot of you guys scored on your stuff for July. So anyway, this month for all of August, they are... Yay, they brought it back. They brought the Addiction Palette 6 back. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for it, so it's back in stock now. Make sure you snag it because the inventory, I've already been told, is not like gigantic. So it will sell out. So if you've had your eye on the Addiction Palette 6, which you guys, this is hands down my absolute favorite palette. They call it the Rose Gold palette. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There you go. So you get this like really pretty rose gold, kind of like a metallic color, and then you have just a simple matte kind of like champagne color, and then you have a brick red, almost kind of like Fervent, but a little bit more warmer, and then you have this really gorgeous peachy gold metallic, and then you have a chocolate brown, you have a lighter brown, very similar to Gullible, but lighter, and then you have a shade that's super similar to the shade Optimistic, but a little bit more like a lighter gold. But honestly, best palette ever. When they invented this palette, when they came up with all of the colors, I remember talking to the product team and they were like, we wanted to make a palette of every color that you have in every palette. So like, you know how when you get like a warm or a cool palette or a shimmer palette or a matte palette, there's always common denominator colors in every palette. So they put all of the common denominator colors in one palette. So like I said, if you've been looking for like the palette for easy eyes, smoky eyes, dolled up eyes, everyday eyes, your new, your experience, like this is the palette for everybody. All eye colors, so good. So like I said, it's going to sell out, so make sure you grab it ASAP, and it's on sale in the Kudos. So in the Kudos this month, there's 4 choices, A, B, C, or D. Option A is your choice of any Epic mascara, whether you want the 4D or the regular, in your Addiction Palette 6 or the Beloved 2 palette, which is like a pink palette. I don't even know if I still have that one anymore. It wasn't my absolute favorite, but I'll probably demo it later on this month if I can find it. So you get your choice of either or of these. And then option 2 is you get your choice of any Epic and then any choice of a quad. So you get your choice of these. Option C is these 2 plus the limited edition felt tip liquid eyeliner they brought back. I'm so stoked. This was a limited edition product that was only supposed to be here for Black Friday. I'm so stoked. This is my favorite eyeliner we've ever come out with. I'm going to show you guys how to use it today. So you get this for option C, and then option D is this guy right here. So, Addiction Palette 6, mascara, or felt tip liner. So, if I had to choose, I would pick this one. I believe it's $80, which is like a 15% savings if I'm doing the math correctly, which I'm really bad at math, so who knows. But it is a really good savings. And then you can add on, let's say, the eye cream. If you haven't grabbed that yet, incredible to get free shipping. So, like I said, my website's right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. Make sure you snag that ASAP, especially the Addiction Palette 6, because like I said, that's going to sell out, and the felt tip eyeliner is for sure going to sell out because it was a limited edition product. That means we don't have a big inventory of it. So definitely snag that too. Yay, birthday months. Awesome, guys. No, none of the Addiction Palettes will be coming back. They made an exception for the Addiction Palette 6 because when they announced the retirement of the Addiction Palettes, everyone, including myself, threw a fit about this. I was like, no, you need to give us one last chance for this palette because everybody needs it. We're doing like a new thing going forward, doing a limited edition yearly palette, which I personally am really excited for because all the other big makeup brands do that. MAC does it. Whatchamacallit, Jaclyn Hill does it. Every brand does it for their company. They do like a yearly on trend palette. So I'm super excited that we're going to start doing that. So I can't wait. This year's going to be so much fun. So you can't get the palette by itself. I actually didn't look if you can. I personally would get it in the bundle though, because you get to choose your choice between any mascara and an eyeliner or. Do you guys see that? I just pulled my thing across the room. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. So for today's coverage, I'm going to use the spray foundation, honestly, because it's fast, it's flawless, it's easy, and I haven't used it in a hot minute. So figured I'll show you guys how to do that. 18%, thank you. I was close. I said 15. Question, how do you minimize fine lines around your eyes? Eye cream. Keep using your eye cream. The Eye Cream by Unique, over 80% of participants, when they did the study, found that their fine lines were like healed within 4 weeks from using the eye cream. So if you just got it, keep using it twice a day. Use it twice a day. You're going to apply a little bit on your ring fingers, which I've demoed this a few times for you guys. And then you're just going to massage it underneath your eyes. I have it on right now. I have never in my life seen my under eyes this like firm and this bright. So telling you, the eye cream is incredible. Okay, it only comes in the bundles. That's what I kind of thought because the inventory on it is not that large, so they would sell out if they sold it individually. So it's only available in the Kudos, which again, you can find right here. RheaHopeBeauty.com is where you can find all of the makeup that I'm talking about, all the skincare I'm talking about, all the tools, everything is available right there, RheaHopeBeauty.com. All right. Yes, oh my gosh, huge difference, right, Kimberly? It's crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, so I'm going to use my spray foundation, like I said, on my skin right now. I have on two products, the same two products I use every time. I have on my Touch Behold setting spray, my Glorious, or not my Glorious, I guess it's called Glorious, isn't it? Oh yeah, Glorious mattifying face primer. So setting spray, primer, setting spray. That's my pre-makeup routine. I've been telling you guys for years to try it. If you haven't yet, it makes the biggest difference. Yes, I would definitely recommend concealer for under eyes if you have any darkness under there. That'll really help hide it. You're just going to want to use less of it, and you're going to want to apply your concealer with the blending bud for fine lines. Yay! Happy early birthday! Just looked and can't get the palette alone. Okay, yeah, so it's only available in the Kudos. My next try-on is like in an hour. So I better hurry up. So we're going to use the Kabuki brush, which I love this for the spray foundation. We're going to use the spray foundation in the shade Taffeta, and I'm going to hold it real close so we don't have any overspray. Grab it on there, and then you're just going to go right on your face. And like I said, I love this foundation coverage. It is the closest thing you are ever going to find to getting like an airbrushed coverage. They call this, it's a nickname, airbrush coverage, because it comes out of that aerosol can. It's very cooling, so it's really good if you have any inflammation or redness. So it really helps to kind of tone that down. But it is the lightest coverage you will find ever. It's so light in the fact that it looks light. It's light in the fact that it feels light, and it doesn't feel like anything's on your skin, nor does it look like anything's on your skin. Completely hides any redness, completely tones down your skin tone, and really evens it out. So if you have mature skin, fine lines, or wrinkles, this is the foundation. I feel like that you would love the most because it's so light on your skin. It doesn't look cakey, doesn't look liquidy, doesn't look dewy, nothing. It's like a second skin. It's like spraying skin on your skin. Same shade and spray as I use in the liquid. I use the shade Lace in the liquid, and I use the shade Taffeta in the spray. So the spray is very, what do I want to say? It kind of like oxidizes, but not in an orange way. Oxidizes almost to your skin tone. So you can kind of wiggle around with whatever color you're using. First off, look at that. So like I was saying, you can kind of wiggle around with whatever color you're using because it will like lower to your skin tone, which you're gonna see here as I apply. Like at first, when I first used Taffeta, I was like, oh, it looks a little bit orange. And then the more I started applying, I was like, oh, it's like lightning. It's like working to my face. Can you color match with the spray? I would love to. Let me know what color you wear in the liquid or the stick, and I can tell you what color you are in the spray. Or if you're not sure, if you've never been color matched by me, make sure to send me a selfie facing a window to my Facebook here. Oh, so good, right? Make sure to get the kabuki brush with it, though. It's my favorite way to apply it. Organza in the liquid. What would I be in the spray? Organza. I got the spray foundation. I love it. What color should I get in the liquid foundation? You recommend BB Floss and Biss, then Poplin Pressed Powder. I would do Lace for you, Beth. Good morning. Taffeta color match me. It's perfect. If you are Organza foundation, what setting foundation do you need? Probably the shade Poplin in the pressed powder. All right, so now that we have our foundation on, I'm just going to add just a little bit more in any areas that I feel like I want a little bit extra coverage, which is usually like my T-zone. But if you have large pores, fine lines, and wrinkles, like I said, this is the coverage for you because it's not going to settle in any of those areas because it's a spray foundation. It's an airbrushed foundation. A lot of times when people get married, not a lot of times, almost always, people get married, they want airbrushed coverage because it's not heavy and it's not cakey and you can't tell anything's on your skin, and it has the best wear with any foundation, as in like it lasts the longest on your skin. So that's typically why brides want spray foundation. And it was funny too because I kind of do still, wedding makeup, and almost every bride I work with wanted spray foundation. It wasn't, or airbrush foundation. I was always like, I'm sorry, I don't have any. And then we launched the spray and I was like, yes. Basic colors on ever see my eye cream. Marine, the eye cream is the same exact size as all the other eye creams that are on the market from Estee Lauder, Roden & Fields. They're all the same size. Ours is actually cheaper, which means that you get a better deal on it. Message in your profile for a giveaway. Is it legit? If you get a friend request from me and them saying, comment, are you ready? Or something like that, no, that's not me. First off, my friends list here on Facebook has been full for like years. And I message you if I have like an opening on my friends list and I get to add people, I will message you and I'll say, hey, like it's me. And I don't have like a big paragraph, like I'm not a copy paster. So if you get a message from me or a friend request being like, fill out this and give me your credit card info, do not give them your credit card info. No. You could always even ask too, be like, send me a voice message if this is the real Rhea. Like I will do that in a heartbeat. Be like, okay, hey. So no, if you're getting a friend request or a giveaway, whatever, no. The only giveaway that I'm doing right now is on Instagram, on my Instagram. If you go to Rhea Hope, all you have to do is watch the Instagram stories, like and comment on my pictures. That's it. And then I always pick a winner at the end of the month. I'm sorry, I'm totally like ignoring what I was saying. If you get a friend request, block and report them. But I think Facebook already took down that account. They have my account like in a protective state because these freaking people keep doing this to me. I'm trying to take it as a form of flattery. All right, but like I was saying, for concealer, I'm using the Skin Perfecting Concealer, this guy right here, in the shade Organza. And this is my favorite concealer because it has some pink undertones to it. So it really kind of brings up your under eye area and it helps hide your dark circles the best. So if you're looking for a concealer like the concealer, that is what you want. So right now I'm taking my bigger blending bud. There's nothing on this, but I always make sure to kind of pounce this around my skin before I set it because it's going to kind of compress the makeup down in a place rather than just kind of like buffing it on top. The Kabuki brush actually does a very good job at compressing the makeup down, but I'm like a stickler with like that really smooth look. Like if I see my pores, I like freak out. I'm like, no, this is not good. So I always go over with the blending buds, which if you buy them from Unique, you get a large and a small. Really good deal. It's like $17. Yes, Organza in the concealer. The dry show looks larger, a little closer. It could just be the, what do they say? You gain 10 pounds on a camera. I popped during your live yesterday. Every time you switched outfits. I'm not sure what you're saying. Do you announce on Facebook who wins your giveaways on Instagram? I do on the stories. I announced it yesterday who won, actually. I'm really excited. We did 2 winners for Instagram. So if you want a chance to win, all you have to do, like I said, is watch my stories on Instagram and like and comment on all my Instagram pictures. That's it. All right, so now I'm going to set my makeup so everything stays in place all day. I'm going to take my blending bud. This one's from Real Techniques. I like it because it's flat on one side. I'm going to take my setting spray and mist that on there. And then now I'm going to take my Touch Behold translucent setting powder. So this is a clear setting powder. I say it like this because it's like white. So I popped the cap off mine so I could use it in a baking technique, which means that you're just using a lot of it. So I press it down in there. I grab it there and then I go in with this wherever I use concealer or wherever I have a lot of oiliness or a lot of fine lines and wrinkles. So you can utilize this product even if you have dry skin and a lot of fine lines. You're just going to want to use it differently, which I actually demoed how to use it in that circumstance on my mom last week. So I did her makeup actually using the spray foundation, and then I did her makeup using the stick foundation. So if you want to see that, be sure to catch that on the replay here on my Facebook. How many prisoners do I have underneath me? Mwahaha. How long have you been with Unique? Almost 5 years. It'll be 5 years in February. Do you initially put your setting spray on with the blending bud or do you spray it? So I always use it with the Kabuki brush. I spray it on there and then I apply and then I'll go over everything with my blending bud after. Yes, my website's right here when you're ready, RheaHopeBeauty.com. And then like I always tell you guys, if you have any questions or you need any recommendations or you need any help picking out your product, just message me here on Facebook and I'll be so happy to help you. I need something for my bags under my eyes. Kim, our rose water is a toner and that's a really good product for under eye bags, and the eye cream is amazing for under eye bags. It has caffeine in it, which helps to tighten your under eyes. It's like an eye lift, and it also has amazing peptides in it, which help to produce collagen, which helps again to tighten and brighten your under eyes. So the eye cream is amazing. What is the shade down from Jacquard in the pressed powder? Jacquard seems too dark, so you're gonna want the shade Poplin for you, Donna. How long are you Unique? Are you an actress? No, not an actress. For the kudos this month, which one do I choose for the palette you showed? Sorry, I've never ordered before. All good. You'll see it actually in the picture. So I believe it's option like A and C, if I remember it correctly. I use lace and liquid. What shade would I use in the spray? Taffeta, Deborah. Meant what color spray foundation should I get? Organza for you, Beth, for the spray. You won't regret it was last 2 months. Wonderful difference in your skin. Yes, absolutely. Okay, I think I answered all my questions. Do you know the charcoal mask is back? I haven't looked, but I know they're restocking a lot of the skincare this month. This month is like the month of skincare. Yes, the eye cream is going to be the best option for you guys for any under eye issues, whether that be fine lines, dark circles, under eye bags, you name it. It's incredible. It's honestly one of the most impressive products that I've tried from Younique. And like I said, I've been with them for 5 years. Almost 5 years. My concealer seems to crease in crow's feet. What can I do to eliminate this? I would make sure to use a little bit less. So warm it up in between your fingers to kind of thin it out. Apply it starting down here. Don't apply it over here. And then when you're using your blending bud, go up like that. So it really kind of thins it out, especially up there. Yes, I'm going to use the palette 6 today. The eye cream I think is $59. And I actually just opened my second bottle and mine lasted me almost like 3.5 months. Using it twice a day. Message me and I can give you the link to the big brush. Did you only use organza concealer to cover your dark circles? I wear taffeta foundation usually. The stick foundation scarlet spray and coverage. No, that's not too light. Honestly, the lighter the better for coverage. For concealer. Color in the spray. Taffeta, Kathy, for you. For the spray. The eye cream is just called the Younique eye cream. It's going to be under targeted on the skincare area. So now I'm going to use concealer. So sorry, I skipped what I was doing again. So I was just using the pressed powder in the shade Poplin, and I popped that all over my skin. That's really going to even out my coverage. From using a setting powder, you'll start to see like where you use a setting powder and where you didn't. So I really want everything to look very melted and very natural. Like my skin right now looks like my real skin. It doesn't look heavy, cakey, uneven, or anything. It simply just looks very even. So now I'm going to add that dimension back to my skin. So now I'm going to use the pressed powder in the shade Twill. I forgot the name of it for a second. And now I'm going to go from the top of the ear towards the corner of the mouth. And this right here, you guys, is the ticket. This is the key to perfect contour. It's called the Tapered Blusher Brush. It's amazing. All of the Younique brushes are so well made. They don't really shed. They last forever. I've had all of my same brushes since I started almost 5 years ago, you guys. The only thing that I replace about every 2 years are my blending buds. That's the only thing I ever replaced. Everything else, fan brush, this one right here, came in my presenter's kit almost 5 years ago. So the brushes really last for a long time. Debbie, I would probably do the 500 milligram. And then for the upness link, I'll go ahead and give you that here. Did it go? Yes. Any tips for better coverage for my under eye using concealer? I'm the darkest in the corner area and have been using this color Scarlet. So I would continue to do that. I would probably work on your coverage for underneath the concealer. So as you saw, I put my foundation up all the way. So I would probably stick with doing that. And then I would really start to invest in your skincare options. So eye cream and Uplift Beauty Oil are going to be really crucial for you. For anyone who has been struggling with any under eye issues, the eye cream and the Uplift Beauty Oil, they nicknamed it the Botox in the bottle. So when I initially had gotten that product, the serum, the Uplift Beauty Oil, I got it for fine lines because of the whole nickname for it. I was like, oh, cool, I should try that and see if I see any difference. And the first thing that I noticed was my dark circles starting to lighten. So when I started combining the two, eye cream and the Uplift, that's when I was like, holy moly. I didn't realize how soft my under eyes could ever look. I use the concealer shade Organza. If you could only use 4 eyeshadows, which 4 would you get? I would do palette 6. If I had to choose any of them, with palette 6 being an option, I would do this one. But if palette 6 wasn't an option, I would do Impish, Fanatical, Gullible, and Dauntless. Those would be my 4 choices. All right, so contour is on. We just kind of threw it on again from the top of the ear towards the corner of the mouth, and you stop like 2 finger lengths away from your mouth, 2 finger lengths away from your jawline. So it kind of sits right there. And then we warmed up our forehead, avoiding the center. So the center of our face pops, making our under eyes and the whole center of our face look brighter and kind of pop forward. And the darker areas kind of sunken in. So it really kind of starts to give you that really gorgeous natural shape to your skin. All right, so now for blush, we're going to do the shade Sisterly, which is my favorite. I love this blush color because it has this really gorgeous sheen to it. So like I said before, if you're balling on a budget, this is the blush to grab because it acts as a highlight and blush in one. And it's so soft on your skin. It is the prettiest pink. It's not overly pink, overly red, overly nothing. It's the happiest median ever. I have purple shampoo in my ear. So you put Uplift on your eye cream. Yes, eye cream, then Uplift. Fine lines, you're going to want the eye cream and the Uplift, Amber. Have you ever used Urban Skin? No, I don't think so. You are good at not getting foundation in your hair. I do a little bit right here. So some tips with that, which I'll show you here in a moment. All right, so if you get if you get foundation in your hair, this is what you're going to do. You're going to take a tapered blush like this, any kind of brush. You're going to take your setting powder, because it's the whitest. Just take whatever's over in the cap. You're going to take your setting powder on that brush, and you're going to quick run it through the sides. It's kind of funny because you're putting more makeup in your hair, but it lightens it up. And you can also use this for kind of cleaning up your contour if you feel like you went too dark or too light or too overboard with your contour. It's a perfect way to be able to kind of like magic erase that up. All right, so now that we have our blush on, now I'm going to go in with my highlight. This is the Touch of Mode Luminizer. It's a fancy pants word for our highlight, and we're going to take the shade Pearly, which is my favorite highlight color. Has this really pretty rose gold undertones to it, and it pairs really, really well with the blush. It's so gorgeous. What is your kudos this month? The kudos is 4 choices. So you get your choice between the palette 6, which just got restocked, limited time for this month while supplies last, and your choice of Epic Mascara. And then you get your choice of, here, I'll show you. It's easier to show. So palette 6, any Epic Mascara alone, or option 2 is to add the limited edition liquid liner. Option C and D, let's just call it that, is your choice of any of the palettes, your choice again, mascara and or add on the eyeliner. So these are your choices. Really good kudos. I like it because you can like buy multiple of them, you know, like it's not just like, oh, well, I have foundation, now I don't need that. So I like that you can kind of really customize and get all your eyeshadows you need. You prefer powder highlight over stick? I personally do, yeah. What's the name of the blush? The shade Sisterly. Can you show the palette? Yes, I will. This is the one I'm going to use today too. So I'll show you guys how to use it also. All right, so for brows, we're just going to throw it on real fast, and then we'll do this really fun eye look with the Addiction Palette 6. What color in spray foundation if I'm eyelet in liquid? I'd probably either do, you could be a couple actually, Nikki. So I would either do linen or satin. All right, so for brows, I always start here in the front. I follow the tear duct straight up, and that's where you know to like cap off the eyebrow. And then I'll take it from the outside corner up to the arch, and then throughout the tail. And then same thing with underneath. I'll connect those two, and then I'll kind of fill in, color in. I love it when you demo things. I have to see how you would do it differently than I would. Oh, nice. Well, that's why I'm here. So like I was saying before, if you guys need any recommendations or if you have any questions on your makeup or your skincare, just feel free to message me and I'd be so happy to help you. Easiest way to message me is to tap on my face right now. A little window will pop up. You're going to click on my name. It will take you to my Facebook page, and then you'll look for the option to be able to message me. I always respond to all of my messages. I try to the same day, if not maybe the next day, but always within that time frame. What else did you say to use with the eye cream? I have eye cream in my cart. I would do the Uplift Beauty Oil. It's going to be under serums on the skincare. Those two together are like the jackpot when it comes to healing under eyes. Have you ever used the other palette that's offered? So the other palette that's offered is the Beloved Palette 2, which is like a limited edition pinky purple palette. I think I have the colors. I need to find them. Like I said, it was a limited edition color, so I used it for that month, which I believe was February of last year. And then I didn't really reach for them all too much because, like I always tell you guys, I hate using things that you can't get. There's like no point in using them because you guys can't buy them. I always hate that when I'm watching like a blogger or a YouTube or whatever, and she's like, I'm using this. I'm like, ooh, I love that color. I want it. And they're like, but you can't buy it. I'm like, oh. Well, then why are you using it? But I will hunt down those colors, and I'll make sure to demo it for you guys this month. Yes, Denise, I just need a selfie facing a window. The options are all the same. I believe it's $70 for the palette and the mascara, and then I think it's $80 when you add in the liquid liner, I think. No, Kim. I have one brown spot on my face. What would you recommend on skincare? I would do the Uology serum, and then I would do the boosters in it, which brighten and glow. I would make sure those boosters are in that, and I would just like soak it, that dark spot with that, especially at night. By the way, the purple hair mask I got, and I've used it 3 times. I love it, right? So good. I actually used it today too. I love it. Yes, Trina. And you get a makeup bag. Yeah, I forgot about the makeup bag. The free makeup bag. All right, so now let's do our eyes. I'm so excited. I don't think so, Jody. What is the best thing to buy to remove pipes? What's the best thing to remove pipes? If you're talking about makeup, how to remove makeup, I would do the Shine Cloths. There are these makeup remover wipes. They're only $20 on the website. They're under skincare, under cleanser. And they're, like I said, only $20, and you get 36 wipes. You can even cut them in half to make them last even longer because they are the bomb. And they take off everything. They even take off Sharpie out of the wall. Don't ask me how I know. Kids, #momlife. So if you've been looking for a good makeup remover wipe, those ones you gotta get. Again, they're $20. They're called the Shine Cloths, and there's no alcohol in them, so they don't burn your skin. They're amazing. They're so hydrating. They have vitamin E and some other really good vitamins in there that's actually healthy for your skin. So instead of like drying out your skin and making you regret putting makeup on that day, I love them. They're so good. How long did it take you to get your hair that color? I have been platinum blonde, which is the color of my hair. I've been this color for like since I was 21. And I am 31, so 10 years I've been this color. So if I remember correctly, I think it took me 2 times. And I have very, very dark hair. Like the color of my eyebrows is the natural color of my hair. It's like very dark brown. So the first time I did it, it was like a sherbet color. And then the second time it was more blonde. And then I just used a purple shampoo to get it like even lighter. Yay, I'm so glad that works for you. Yes, I will post everything I'm using in the comments after I get off. Is Unique still planning on retiring products they announced in April or the year? Everything they've already announced has already like taken place. What you use on your eyebrows? I use the brow pencil in the shade medium. The light shade is still in stock. So if you're blonde, red hair, or gray hair, grab that. It's amazing. The brown and the dark brown should be restocked, I think, this month. We're going to be joining your team. Yay, Amber, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm sorry about your hardship, though. I was using taffeta liquid, but I found Eyelet works a little bit better. Nice. Do you think taffeta would still be a good match in the spray? Yes. Taffeta and Eyelet in the spray, not to like talk poorly about the company I love so much, but they're pretty much the same color. I used them and I was like, what's the difference here? These are the same. I use the same technique to get eyeliner in my upper waterline. The best, right? Are you going to restock Sisterly Blush? Why are so many? Sisterly's in stock. But if you live in the UK, your guys' market's a little bit different for inventory-wise because of how hard it is to get things over there right now from the US. So whatever your inventory says, that's what's in stock. But if you're in the US, a ton, like almost everything's in stock. Yes, huge part. One of the Shine Cloth, they already restocked last I saw. I have gray hair and I love the purple shampoo. Yeah, will you lift the shadows again when you get to palette 6? Yes. Okay. Yes, I use Sisterly already. That's what I have on. So pretty. Yes, Laura. Okay, so now we're going to go in with Addiction Palette 6 right here. So many good colors. There's so many options with this palette. It's kind of difficult to know even where to begin because there's so many colors. So you can like do these 3 together, you can do these 3 together, you can do these 3 together, you can do this one, and this one. Honestly, it's like the most perfect palette ever because there's so many. Honestly, I could use this palette all month long and not repeat the same eye look. Like, that's how much of a jackpot this palette is. You're so welcome. Message me if you guys need any recommendation for colors, guys. Did you guys get a new? No, not yet, Jamie. Now that I have to wear masks all day at work, how do you keep makeup from running off your nose? Setting powder and setting spray. The purple shampoo I use is by a company called Lange. I'll go ahead and post my shopping link with them right here. I use the Cool Tone shampoo and conditioner once a week, and then I use the Violet toning mask, which is what I use today, like every other week. Yay, I love this palette. All right, so for today, I think we're going to go a little bit simple. We'll start with the simple. How about that? So I'm going to go with the shade Enthralled, which is going to be very similar to the color Gullible in the pressed eyeshadows. And I'm going to use my fluffy crease brush, and I always tap into whatever color I'm using, and then I use the mirror, and I'll swirl, and then I'll tap off. And that is going to be like the best method for you to use for getting a really subtle eye when you first go in with the color. So if it's been a long time since I've used a color and I forget what the outcome's going to be, or if I've never used a product before, I always make sure to swirl and tap really well because I would rather build it up than pop it on and then regret how much I just put on and have to blend it all out. So always start with a little. You can always add more. Spirited. I don't remember that blush color. So no, the answer would be no to that. Yes, oh my gosh, the purple shampoo and the purple mask by Lange are incredible. If you have blonde hair, or if you have gray hair, or if you have brassiness, it really, really, really is so pretty on. It's so good. All right, if I missed anyone's comment, because you guys were jackhammering those comments out, which I love. I love when you guys engage with me. If I missed it, though, I want to answer it. So message it again. Comment it again, and I would be so happy to answer. Did you have a great date night? Date night. When did we go on a date? Last weekend? I think it was last weekend. Yes, we did. It was so much fun. I mean, everything's still kind of closed, but we did find a sushi spot that was open. And we sat outside. It was so beautiful. So nice. Thank you for asking. No, I've never done henna or tattoos on my eyebrows. I use the Esteem lash serum. So we have a lash serum. It's only $24. It's such a good deal for lash serum. I'm still going in with Enthralled, by the way, with the fluffy crease brush, and I'm just swirling this outside corner and then taking it in throughout the crease, and then I make sure to get the brow bone. So if you have hooded eyes or smaller eyes, a little trick for you is to keep your eyes open and then run it back and forth just on the brow bone like this, going slanted. So like from the arch of your brow downward, just like this. That way when you have your eyes open, you can actually see what's going on. What's the name of the purple mask? It's called the Violet Toning Mask on Lange's website, which is right here. This is the only way I get credit, by the way, if you shop on my Lange link right there. And if you aren't sure if you're like, I don't know if I'm on your link, message me and I can give you my link directly. I do not mind. Okay, I'm getting distracted. What was the original question? Oh, eyebrows. So I use the Esteem lash serum on my eyebrows every single night before bed, and I also use it on my eyelashes. So that's kind of how I've gotten my brows to be a little bit more like thicker and bolder. That's how I get my lashes to grow. All right, now I'm going to take the liner shader brush, and I'm going to use that same color, Enthralled, and we're going to run this just down underneath the lower lash line. And this is going to give it more of that like cohesive finished eye look. The eyebrow palette is no longer in stock, so if you're needing something for your brows, you could actually use this color right here, Ostentatious or Enthralled, for your brows, but I would get the Brow Artist brush. That would be a really easy thing to do. Name of the purple mask is the Violet Toning Mask. Crystal, I would get the Detox Detox face mask, and then I would also make sure to get the Cora 3 by a company called Fancy. Message me and I can give you the details on that. If you have acne prone skin, I can walk you through what products to get. I have extremely curly hair. What straightener from Launch would you recommend? Carla, I would do either the Levite, which is a hair straighten brush, or I would do the Larev, which again, my Launch link is right there. Stacy, I would do the shade Twill for contour for you. And then, what's your other question? And then for concealer, I would also do the shade Organza. Recommend Organza for my spray foundation. What color concealer should I use? I would do the shade Scarlet for your concealer, Beth. Okay, so now that we've kind of brought that down and around, now I'm just going to fine tune it before we're like finished with the eye look. Which honestly, this is really pretty like all by itself. I'm velour and concealer but out of stock in the UK. Would Organza be UK? Yes, Lisa. Hi, if I were light in any foundation, what color would I use in the spray foundation? Lori, message me a selfie facing a window, and I can tell you. You're so welcome, Virginia. Yes, definitely. Any tips for using the lip powder lipstick? I love them, but they came off really quickly and easily. Lip liner and also the setting spray. Do the setting spray before you put on your lipstick. It'll help hold it in a place, and then the lip liners are going to keep it in place too. Awesome. Thanks, Lindsay. Yes, I will message. I'm answering all my messages today. Cora is the best. Yes, safe for pregnant women. What four shadows would you buy if you're buying separately, not a palette? I would do Impish, Fanatical, Gullible, and Dauntless. Message me and I can type those out for you. Eyeshadow looks great, but what do you recommend for older people? So Donna, I actually did my mom's makeup the other day where I kind of talked a lot about this. But you're basically going to want to use colors that are bright, kind of like a metallic-y bright color, because that'll draw the attention to the eyes and it won't make your eyes look so heavy and deep set. So that really, really helps with that. So this palette would actually be a really good option for you, for anyone who has hooded eyes or a lot smaller eyes, because you have so many of those colors in this palette. So now I'm going to take my same brush, the liner shader brush, and I'm going to grab the shader side, right? Yeah, that would be shader side. And now I'm going to grab the shade Lofty, which is this really, really pretty, almost metallic gold, and we're going to grab it on there. And as you saw before, I actually spritzed my brush with my setting spray. That's going to cling on to the powder the best, and it's going to make it look a little bit more pigmented. So it's a super easy trick to make sure that you get your eyeshadow the way you want it. So my little trick from me to you. And then I'm just kind of pressing, instead of swiping, I'm pressing this color on. I like how that country accent just comes out of nowhere. And there we are. Not pretty? So subtle, so soft. Underneath lashes. I think they restocked it the other day, but I'll have to check. Anything on the website, if it's restocking, it'll say in red when it's restocking, and they almost always restock right before then. They're pretty good about that. Debbie, message me, please, because all of my comments, as soon as I get off here, all get jumbled, and sometimes Facebook doesn't even show me any, which is so frustrating, Facebook. So if you want me to message you, please send me a message here on Facebook. All right, so now that I pop Lofty all over, now I'm going to take my crease brush, and I'm going to grab this shade right here, which is Delightful. It's kind of a similar color to the other, but it has more pinky undertones in it, and I'm going to pop that on the inner corner of my eye, and this just kind of gives it that little bit of pop, a little bit of glow. It's really pretty. All right, and I'm using the crease brush for this step. So I've used 3 brushes. I used the liner shader brush, the crease brush, and the fluffy crease brush. So those are honestly the 3. If you haven't yet grabbed any of the eyeshadow brushes from Unique, highly recommend those ones. Yeah, right? So pretty and easy. So that was 3 colors. That was the shades Lofty, Enthralled, and Delightful that we used. Thank you. If you're not good at makeup, this line of makeup would be for you. It's so easy to use. All right, so now we're going to take our setting spray. And I'm going to spray this all over, and what this is going to do is it's not only going to take away the makeup-y look or the powdery look, it adds a little bit of moisture into your foundations, which helps them to expand, which helps it to look more natural on your skin, but it also helps to prevent transferring. So my lipstick is going to stay in place better, my eyelashes are going to, or my mascara, not my eyelashes, my mascara is going to stay in place better. If I have to wear a mask, then it won't come off as easily. If I'm on the phone, if I hug people, it's not going to come off as easily. So setting spray is crucial. I also use this before and after I put on primer. It also sets the skin and sets the primer. So if you really are struggling with your makeup looking full coverage or looking softer on the skin, this is amazing. Okay, perfect. I'll make sure to message you back. Over glasses, is there anything different I need to do for eyeshadow? I'd probably take it up a little bit higher, and then same recommendation that I gave to, I forget who asked, but someone asked about hooded eyes or heavy set eyes. I would make sure to use like brighter colors. That way your eyes kind of stand out a little bit more without being like obnoxiously like loud. You know what I mean? So I really love the Addiction Palette 6 with how many color options you get for achieving that. My brushes are like all falling down. All fall down. All right. Okay, so, oops, I almost forgot. Oh, I'm so excited. We're going to do the, I think there's a ball in this one. Oh, yeah, there it is. We're going to do the liquid liner, the felt tip liner. This is a limited edition eyeliner from Unique. It was around only for Black Friday. And I love this liner. It's so incredible. The formula on it is so good. Doesn't crease, doesn't move. It's so easy to do. Oh, so good. I want to make sure to get real close to the lashes. It makes your lashes look so thicker, so much thicker. So again, this is a limited edition. I would grab this as soon as you can, because the stock on this is not very large. It's gonna sell out. And like I said, you can upgrade your Kudos to include this. I'm gonna just do like a very, very subtle, soft little flick. Okay, so that was the liquid eyeliner. Can't talk today. I love white shirts. It's an addiction. Do I like it better than Dip and Draw? Kind of. Yes, I do. I do, because it applies it just like a little bit. The felt tip really is different than any other kind of applicator. I really love it. And it's like a true black. It's really, really nice. So again, you can upgrade to include the eyeliner in the Kudos on sale under Kudos on my website. So like I said before, make sure that you grab that Kudos ASAP before the good stuff sells out. My setting spray doesn't really mist, it more squirts and blobs. You have to kind of like get through the first like layer of it, because they put so much product, which is not really a bad thing. They put so much product in here that there's no air for it to be able to mist. So I would just kind of, sometimes when I get mine, I make sure to squirt or shake it up really, really well, and then I'll squirt some of it into like the sink till it starts misting. If you're still having issues, however, please reach out to customer support. They are incredible at helping rectify situations. So make sure to send them a message if you have any other ongoing issue with anything. They're incredible. We have really good customer service. Do you use the highlight in the brow kit? I personally didn't near the end, but when I first got the brow palette, I did, yes. Difference between the one and the Dip and Draw. The Dip and Draw is going to be a little bit smaller, a smaller applicator, and then this one has a felt tip. Alright, so now I'm using my 4D mascara, and I'm applying this all over the lash, up and down. Guys, every time I use this, I'm so blown away at how long and pretty the lashes are on this. Has 4D infused in it. Has fibers infused in it. So as you're applying it, you're wrapping each individual hair in like a fiber hug. So it's the fibers and the gel. So there's no longer any fallout from your fibers. And it gives you crazy good length and volume. And like I said before, this is also on sale on the Kudos. So you get to choose between any of the Epic mascaras. I personally would choose the 4D because it's so good. And you can totally use as many coats of this as you want to achieve whatever kind of eye look you want. But so good. All right, can you still get the maroon mascara? I don't think so. Can I wear the liner without the Kudos? Yes, you can. No, you can't. I thought you might. Can you order the Kudos without the eyeliner? My shirt is from the Pink Fox Boutique. I'm actually going to hop on in just a few minutes to do a try on with her. All right, so now I'm going to do the lip liner in Prudent. And like I was saying before, these lip liners are only $15, and these are the answer to any lip issue. They really keep everything in place, your lipstick-wise. They're matte. They're smudge-proof. They keep your lipstick from feathering, from smudging, from bleeding, and they're creamy. They're so good. So that was the shade Prudent, which is my fave. And then now I'm going to go in with my liquid lipstick in the shade Subtle. This is like hands down my favorite lipstick we have. I love this color. It's such a good everyday. All right, so we're going to do on top. And I love the applicator because it's pointed, so you get really precise application. And you're going to take this all the way to the lip liner. All right, and then one last thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to grab just a little bit of my concealer. Just for funsies. And I'm going to pop this on the center. Lightens it up a little and gives it more of that pouty look. Make sure to always shake every liquid product. Yes, agreed. No, Maureen. Do you ever do mascara on the bottom lashes? Not really, honestly, to be transparent. I have really long eyelashes on the bottom from using the Esteem Lash Serum, and so far everything I've ever used smudges and leaves marks down here, which I work so hard to get flawless under eyes. I don't want to like put mascara there, you know? So I just do mascara on the top, and then I use eyeshadow underneath to prevent that transferring. So that's just my own personal prerogative on it. I have oily skin, however, so if you don't have oily skin, you could totally get away with using this on the bottom lash line too. So for me, my personal preference, I don't really wear it that much down there. Yay, so excited. I'm so excited for that liner, you guys. This is so good. I love it. So easy to do it, and it really like takes up your eyes a notch. So like I said, for this month, you're gonna get your choice of your Addiction 6 palette or the Beloved limited edition palette. You can choose your choice of mascara, and you can pick your choice of if you wanted to include the eyeliner or not. Or the other option is any mascara, any quad, and then you can add in the eyeliner, and you get a free makeup bag. So make sure to grab that deal ASAP before the Addiction Palette 6 and or the eyeliner sell out, because it's such a good deal. So let me know if it's just the anniversary palette. It's literally, do I still have it? It looks like this, except the palette's has purple splattered on it. There's no difference between this and that. So don't worry about that. Lip liner in Prudent and lips in Subtle. And like I said, I'll make sure to upload my makeup look to right here. I always upload it to this tab on my website called Looks. And I pinned the direct link right there if you want to just click it and look at it. But I always upload my makeup look, the finished picture, I upload the tutorial, and I upload the full list. So all three things are going to be under the Looks tab. So make sure to utilize that. If you don't use that tab right there that I just pinned in the comments or wrote in the comments, you can go to my website, RheaHopeBeauty.com, and then you can type in Rhea Hope, all one word, and all of my looks will pop up. So you can search that way too. But I will comment here in the comments with the product list. What's the name of the eye palette you used today? Palette 6. The Addiction Palette 6, which is only available in the Kudos. Lacey, I would use the setting powder. What eyeliner on the bottom did you use? I did the eyeshadow in the shade Enthralled. Yeah, Enthralled on the under eye. No, I'm going to record my hair tutorial today. I'm going to use the La Volume. How much is the deal you're talking about? I think it's $70 if I'm remembering correctly, but you can check it out right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. And then also we have a love a guarantee. So if you don't love anything for any reason, you can just return it for your money back, and I can even help you with it. So let me know how you guys love your eyeliner and your Addiction Palette 6. And like I said, both of these, the inventory is not that large, so make sure you grab them today right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. The Palette 6 is only on sale in the Kudos. Yay! Enjoy your vacay. All right, guys, I will make sure to message you guys all back today if you messaged me, so please send me a message here on Facebook if you haven't yet. My lips, I'm wearing the liquid lipstick in the shade Subtle, which is still in stock. Make sure you snag that. So I'll see you guys in about, let's call it like 30 minutes, and I will be doing a try-on with Pink Fox. I have some really cute pieces to share with you. So I'll see you back here on Facebook in about 30 minutes. Bye, guys.